Welcome back to TV Builds Garage. TV Builds Garage number 1, and we're sadly at the end of my use for this garage. I've been renting this space, and it's been nice to kind of set up the layout that I want, but it's time to move on and find another shop. So I'm not sure what that exactly looks like, but there certainly will be coming one eventually, so we'll see what that turns into. But it's been great, again, like I said, to kind of learn how I like the setup. So my intention for this video is to hopefully just kind of give ideas on how I have things set up so you can establish your garage. And then I also just wanted to document this, again, being my first garage. I kind of did a video at the beginning on how it started, one kind of in the middle, and then I want to kind of show where I left off. Definitely some things I would still improve if I was going to be here longer, but it's been a good start and I've had fun with it. So just as a general, it's a 2-car garage. We would leave a car here. Most of the time I just pulled it out here. And then I have basically this whole half for a shop here. I have a table just on some, can't think of the name, sawhorse. So the table's on the 2 sawhorses, which I was thinking I would use more often for other jobs, but this table is so heavy that I actually never really use the sawhorses. Don't know if I'll ever permanently attach that to a wall or something, so I'll gain access to the sawhorses again, but that's how I have it set up. I got the shelves, the toolbox, got a TV up there, which I added, another work table. Then I have the miter saw, which I added a platform onto the stand for that to make it some more usable space. The bike, trimmer, and just lawn equipment, although the blower I'll probably use for jobs as well. I got that pretty recently. Lawnmower boxes, and then this kind of just was kind of a dead space that I just kind of put boxes and stuff that I didn't need. Trash can, and then just some more basically trash or scrap metal. And then over here, I guess I got all my automotive supplies, and then I have some more automotive parts in this cabinet. We didn't really ever utilize this cabinet much, but I got some car parts in there. Keep the ladder over there, use that ladder a ton. But yeah, that's basically the layout. I'll walk around a little bit and just talk a little bit more detail on some of the stuff I've done. I really did like having the garage door out to the backyard. That was just kind of a cool thing. Never had that before. But I'll start with the shelf here. The biggest thing with the shelf is I got these new like modular tubs for hardware. Those have been super nice, especially because I'll just grab them, throw them in the truck when I, have a job. But then they go right back on the shelf. The rest of the shelf's kind of just sporadic materials. I do have a toolbox here with all my tile tools. Eventually I want to have kind of like a standard container system for all my like specialty tools, I guess, like tile tools or painting. Things that I don't use all the time, but I want to have kind of categorized together. I got some painting stuff all up here. It's not like in one tub or anything, which I'd like to. So eventually I'd probably do that. I got my toolbox here. First, like real toolbox. I've had, some of these smaller ones, but now that I had the space, I finally got a full-size toolbox, and I've loved it, even though it's Milwaukee and it defies my love for DeWalt and Team Yellow. But again, I'll buy anything that makes sense. I'm mainly just locked in, as most people are, with their power tools because of the battery system that they use. But I'm not doing an in-depth on this. It hasn't really changed since I put out the video. So if you're interested, go check that out. This was like one of the first tables that I installed. I didn't really actually end up using it much just because it was kind of in this corner, especially once I put the platform on the miter saw. But it was still nice to be able to have. Oftentimes I put tools on here just to kind of stage and clean them before they went back in the box. And this material over it was actually kind of nice for that, especially if I sprayed it. It's not like wood where it would soak into the wood. I can then wipe it off after that. Got the shelves for like spray cans, clamps, and then more recently I added the battery chargers above the actual shelf for the tools, which this I absolutely love. It's just quick and easy. Sometimes I'll even do that while I'm working on something just to get it off of the surface, but still ready and easy to use. Got all the batteries, got my speaker over here as well, and my phone. I'll usually put that on the charger while I'm working. TV was nice. There's a couple times I would throw on a sports game or whatever while I was working, but didn't use that too much. The table was nice. I like the size of it, especially if I was doing even painting doors or shutters or anything, give me plenty of space to use that for. Miter saw in the corner. Honestly, I didn't really use it that much on that wall, but it was nice to have that. And if anything, there's a couple times I took it outside and just used it outside, because it's like, keep the sawdust out there, and it's like, if it's a nice day, I'd like to work out there. Again, another reason though it was nice to have that door. I actually used some 5-gallon buckets here for like short-term trash. So if I just had stuff during, you know, just working on the project, then I would unload it into here, and then it's easy to bring it out to the curb. You know, I've tried a lot of things. I mean, even just little things, like since it's not permanent, I just screwed right into this table, because I don't know, I did like having easy access to just the cleaning tools and everything. I'm trying to think what else. Got my wood supply. I didn't really ever come up with a great way to organize it, so it all just kind of sat there, but it was out of the way, because even if I'm standing, it's like still out of the way, and I can still come over here and work from this side if I needed that. The bike did kind of get in the way. If anything, I just used it to clamp the GoPro up to it to like film if I was working on that. So constantly was moving tools, so they didn't really stay there very much, except for like some of the automotive stuff or kind of specialty stuff might stay in the toolbox. But a lot of stuff came and went as I worked on various projects over the time that I was here. And there's like the whole thing of it has an easy spot to get back to, like the hardware, like the drills, whatever it may be. If it's got an easy spot to go to, it's easier to stay organized. And that was really my goal with this, is to kind of stay organized as you work. Leave your workspace open as much as you can, unless you have like an active project that, you know, you're gluing and it needs space, but try to keep it clean. This thing has gotten a little bit messy with, you know, I like to work with the garage open, so a lot of stuff would like blow in, and we're on like a dirt road, so a lot of, you know, dust and dirt got in here. I did some sanding, and you can see I don't have any sort of ventilation, and there's still like sawdust all over the place. That light was already there, so we just ran a extension cord to plug it in. Probably not the best solution, but it worked for the temporary especially. Had an extension cord over here, which was again just nice, especially to plug it in for the shop vac if I needed to clean up the space. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's been an awesome time being in this space and learning just kind of little things. Luckily, I had a lot of resources that I got for free, which helped for sure. But hopefully that gave you some ideas for things if you're setting up a shop for the very time. Just things to consider. Maybe just use some free stuff first before you really dive into it to learn. I think it's been helpful to me. There's been things that I know I would keep or know I would change. So yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments on what I thought about this setup and things I would change. I'd love to entertain. Or if you had ideas on how you thought you could improve it. Because there is going to be another TV build shop for sure eventually. Don't know exactly when that will be, but it's going to be coming, so be ready for that, because I'm excited. I'm excited for a new shop that I can set up again and do a little bit better hopefully this time. So we'll see. But anyway, I'm rambling, and I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it gave you some ideas. Look forward for a new TV build shop in coming time. We'll see. But anyway, appreciate you for watching. See you in the next one.